Join me and we will begin. Welcome. Glad you could join in. So today's practice is bringing a focus to the back, strengthening, stretching, maintaining comfortable back. And this is so critical for all of us. So I hope you can experience, and if you have any pain, please pull back. Don't force. So we begin, as always, with warming up the body. And so we begin. We bring everything to a comfortable place, seated in the chair, the feet, the legs, the hips, the back, the shoulders, the arms, the hands resting. And we come to the breath. Close off your eyes. Feel the movement of the breath. Feel the expansion of the inhale and the release and the softening of the exhale breath. Just that, the breath. We close off the eyes to bring the attention to the inside. The breath is the path to the inside. So just feeling the breath and checking in. So the check-in is to discover any discomfort, any place that I need to take care, and you are the only one who can do it, the only one who can feel it and know what's enough, what's too much. You take care. So let's once more bring attention to the hands, to the fingers, and feel everything there at rest and relaxed. Feel the stillness of rest and relax. We're going to wake up the hands' energy through movement. So we begin warming up first with the hands. Lift up those fingers and stretch them wide. Then pull the fingers down and feel the stretch over the knuckles. Then release and move fingers down and move thumbs up, moving the joints of the hand. Then we thumb in or out, fingers wrap, power squeeze, feel your strength, feel your power, and on the release, it's circulation pal, web. Pull down claw. Movement, quack, quack, beak. Paw, thumb, fingers out or in. Squeeze, power squeeze. Feel your strength, feel your power. Release, stretch, pow, circulation, web. Claw. Beak. And paw, thumb, in or out. Power squeeze. Feel your strength, feel your power. And release for stretch, web. Pull down claw. Feeling the tight knuckles. That's the middle finger of the left hand. Beak. Quack, 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 beak, paw, fingers wrap, power squeeze. Feel your strength, feel it. Hands to rest. Now feel the energy in the hands. That's movement. Movement does it. We bring our warm-up movement to the shoulders. We're rolling up, back, and down. Up, back, and down, moving the muscles. Moving the ligaments and tendons. Moving the bones. Everything designed to move needs to move. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Whatever you notice. However it feels, different for each. Next time, lift and stay. Now we're contracting these muscles at the top. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Roll back and down. Press the hands down. Stay. Now we're feeling stretch. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. And release. Alternate sides. Up, back, and down. Alternating sides. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Your own comfortable pace. Make that huge range of movement. Now make a small circle of movement. A small circle of movement. And a middle-sized circle. And a middle-sized circle. And a giant circle. And a giant circle. Pause here. Press hands down. Feel extra stretch all along the line from the ears out to the shoulders. Soften. Have a breath. Move the action. Move the warm-up action into the neck. Our three-part series. Yes, no, maybe so. The yes is lift the chin and tuck the chin. It's an inhale on the lift up. It's an exhale on the tuck down. Lifting, tucking, stretching the front, pause here. The back is in contract. Tuck the chin, stretching the back of the neck. The front is in a passive contract. It's a yes and a yes. Stretching the front, stretching the back. Contracting the back, pause, feel it. Contracting the front, pause, feel it. And a couple more. Your normal pace. Saying yes, saying yes. Next time the chin is down, pause, press hands down, feel a bit of extra stretch. The sides of the neck and shoulders soften. Have a breath, come back up. For the no, that is a twist to the side. There's a whole outer rim stretch and the inner rim is in a passive contract. We come back to the center. Other side. Outer rim in stretch, inner rim in a passive contract, and back. Saying no. No. Saying no. 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 Powerful word. No. No. Feel a no. No. Come back to center. Come back to rest. Pause here. Have a breath. For the side stretch of the neck, the maybe so. So ear tips down, chin tips up. It's a whole top side stretch. Feel it. The bottom side is in a passive contract. Return. Check out the other side. Ear tips down, chin tips up. Whole top side in stretch, whole bottom side in a passive contract. We call this one maybe so, 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 and maybe so. Come back and have a breath. The yes, no, and the maybe so. Now we move the action to the chest and the back. Open the arms, goalpost arms. As you press the elbows back, you feel the back in contract. That's a strengthener. When we close, fingers touch elbows, press, the back moves into stretch. Contract, strengthen, stretch. Contract, strengthen, and stretch. Opening is strengthening, contracting, hold here, feel it. Feel that contraction all along the spine. Now close, fingers touch, elbows press, feel stretch. Contract, stretch. Working the back, contract, stretch. Once more, stay in contract, pressing the elbows back, feeling that contract all along the spine. Strengthener, close, stretch, feel it. Pause here, have a breath, open. Now the movement is up, fingers overhead, elbows pull down. Up, fingers overhead. So when the fingers are overhead, there's a slight contraction here. We don't even feel it. But when we pull the elbows down, we feel the shoulder blades pull into center on contract. They are contracting. The back is strengthening. It's a stretch. Up, a strengthen, pull down. Up is a bit of a stretch at the shoulder blades, but when we pull down, it's a strengthener. Up, pull down, stay, and feel that strengthening all along the spine, working those muscles. Stretch up, strengthen down. Stretch up, strengthen down. Come back to neutral. Now bring the fingers to touch. Circle those elbows, working the hip socket, working the shoulder socket is what I meant to say. Circling. Small circles, big circles. See how it feels. Come back to smaller, come back to pinpoint, change the direction of the circle. Circling baby circles, circling middle circles, circling giant circles, back to middle circles, back to baby circles, working the shoulders. Now we'll release and bring the hands to touch. Bring elbows wide, bring hands down, press as hard as you can press, feel it in the shoulders and the back and the wrists, soften. Press again as hard as you can press, feel it in the back, in the shoulders and the hands, soften. One more time, press as hard as you can press. You're building bone density in the wrist and soften. Now it's the rotation, range of motion, wrist, out, up, in, up, out, up, in. A few. Bringing range of motion into the wrist, and I feel it all the way up into the right shoulder. I don't feel it on the left. See what's true for you. Come back to center, press as hard as you can press, and release. Hands to rest. Have a breath. Next, the back of the body. We'll stretch it and contract the whole length of the spine from the base of the skull to below the waist. We start with drop the chin and feel the neck stretch. Slide the hands over the knees, feel the ribs stretch. Slide the hands down, deeper down the legs and feel the stretch move down the back. Pause at the bottom and feel it. Now come back. Hands to rest. Elbows pull back. Lifting ribs, lifting chin. The back of the body is in contract. The whole thing is in contract, strengthening. And then we stretch, tuck, round, slide hands over, knees, and then down. Feeling the stretch. Deepening, deepening, deepening. Have a breath. Come on back. Hands to rest. A strengthener. We pull elbows back. We lift ribs, lift chin, come through to the back of the body and feel all that contract. That's your strengthener. Here comes stretch. Chin tucking, hands sliding over knees and then down. Stay and feel it. Come on back. Hands to rest. We strengthen the back. We pull elbows back. We lift the ribs and lift the chin. The whole back of the body is in contract. We tuck again. Hands slide over, knees and down. Stay here, feel it. We'll do one more. Come on back. Feel the strengthener, feel the contract as we pull the elbows back, as we lift the ribs and the chin. Whole back of the body and contract as the strengthener. We finish with a tuck of the chin, hands over knees, and then down, down, down. We'll stay here and feel that stretch. So this balances out the work for the back, strength and stretch. Okay, final breath here. Come back up, hands to rest. We move the action to the core, crossing one leg over the other, sliding forward a bit in the chair, lifting arms. It's an exhale back, inhale, lift. The feet can stay on the ground or lift an inch. We're contracting core, strengthening core. At the same time, there's a back stretch, but we don't even feel it because the contractions are so strong. Strengthen our core. Stay, open, close. We'll come back up, release the arms, change out the legs, bring the other foot on top. Now bring up the arms and swing to one side. Same movement, exhale back, inhale, lift. Exhale back, inhale, lift. Contract the core, contract the core. Eccentric contraction, concentric. Strengthening. Final time, walk the hands up and down. This is an isometric contraction. Pause here, come back up, swing it all the way around and begin again. Exhale back, inhale, lift. When you're back, it's a stay. Walk the hands up and down. Final breath, come back up, swing it back to center and release and release. It's all about stretch. Hands to rest. Fold forward, hold back in stretch. Drop the chin and feel the breath. Yes, that was work. That was work. That's your strength and resilience. That's your capacity. Breath delivers energy. With a heavy demand, the breath gets heavy, and then the breath eases up. And that's what we're feeling now. The breath easing up and relaxing as we stretch the whole back of the body. Stretch the whole back of the body, up and down the spine. Feel it? Okay, we're going to change it out. Come back up. Bring both hands to one knee. Aim the nose. Rotate the shoulders a little bit. This is bringing more stretch to the side of the back as you lean toward the hands. That's all. Lean toward the hands. That's all. Lean toward the hands. Feel the stretch down the side of the back. Power muscle here. Final breaths. Let's press the hands and come back up to the center and change it out. Hand to the thigh, hand on top. Rotate the shoulders a little, lean toward the hands. Feel the intense stretch down the side of the back. The muscle's name is QL, quadratus lumborum. It is a power muscle, and we are stretching it. So it's useful to notice if one side's tighter than the other. Not that we can do anything about it, but we can stay a little more present in the stretch and aware of the intensity. Final breath here. Press the hands and come back up. One hand to each. This is the hip socket work. Lean forward. Feel stretch low back, inner leg. Now slide to the side and back. Slide to the other side and forward and continue. This is about lubricating hip sockets through movement, nourishing cartilage through movement, keeping range of motion. Movement does it. So feel it in the hips, feel it in the inner legs, feel it in the low back, feel it where you feel it. Different for each. When you're forward, pause again and have a breath, and then begin to slide the other way, circling, 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 circling. Next time forward, pause here, stay, drop the chin. Feel the whole back and stretch again. Final breath, come back up, bring the legs back, legs back, legs back, and sit back and have a breath. Next, we work the legs, the strengthener for the legs, the lift, extend, lift, release. Strengthener for the legs. Keeping strong legs, really important for balance, stability, to keep from falling. It's critical. Lift, extend, lift, and release. It's up, out, up, and down. Your own pace. And I say kick high or low. Kick fast or slow. All the variety adds to your capacity. High or low, fast or slow. Anyway, it all works to keep strength. We're finishing with this series of repetition. We'll come back to rest and have a breath. And then we'll pick one side for the stay. So whichever side you want to start with, stay, point, and flex. Then circle a bit, inner ankle, outer ankle. Flex again, toes to the face, heel stretches away. Feel the work all the way up the line and bring it down. Other side, stay, point and flex. Circles and circles. Flex again, toes to the face, feel the work all the way up the line, feel it, and bring it down. Now, rest, stretch, cross one foot over the other, slide the hands over the knees a bit, drop the chin, hold back in stretch. Across the shoulders, up into the neck, and down the back. Just feel it and stay. Stay and enjoy the stretch. A couple more breaths here. And then we change the dimension of the stretch and bring it into low back. Bring up that front leg and lean toward the knee. And feel the stretch move into the hip and across the low back. Finishing this stretch. This is powerful for everybody. Come back up, release leg one, bring the other foot on top. Again, the basic stretch, hands over the knees and drop the chin. Come into the back of the body. See where you feel it. See what you notice. And check in with the breath. Breath always reflecting the work level that went before. Breath settling and quieting. A couple more breaths here. And then we'll change the dimension of the hip stretch. Bring the leg up, lean toward the knee, lean in toward the shin, and feel it. In the hip and the low back. Powerful stretch for everybody. Final breath here. And we'll release and bring that foot down. Now we're coming to stand. So we say strong foot back. We say nose over toes to make these power muscles do that lift. Stand. So we stand. We drop into mountain. The feet are hip width apart. Relax the toes. Unlock the knees. Tailbone tuck for some. Extension crown. Shoulders up. Back and down. Feel it solid. Feel it steady. Feel it strong and still, the mountain. Feel the breath. Final breath here, release. Standing back bend, fold halfway. So we keep the knees soft. Lean back and stretch the core. The whole back is in contract. Soft knees, fold halfway. The back moves into stretch. It's an inhale, lift up, lean back. The back contracts. Soft knees, fold halfway. The back stretches. Contract, feel it. Stretch, feel it. The pace that works for you. Contracting the back strengthens. Stretching the back brings balance. A couple more. This I call your first aid kit for the back. When the back is cranky, do a few. It just takes a moment, do a few. We'll finish with a forward bend piece. Stay here, feel it. Knees are soft. Back is stretching. Final breath. Come back up to stand. We're moving into spinal twist. Our objective is to rotate the shoulders side, side. Rotating the shoulders side, side. To make this happen, we have to keep the knees unlocked. You can bring the arms forward, behind, or alongside, whatever works for you. I like forward, so I go here. Shoulders side, side. Rotating vertebra. Working the spine, the whole spine in movement. That's what it's designed to do. So feel the back of the body stretching and contracting. The outer rim is in stretch, pause. The inner rim is in contract, pause. Feel it, come back. Go the other way. Outer rim in stretch, inner rim in contract. And repeat. A few more. This is so good for the spine. Hydrates the discs, lubricates the discs. Let's come back to slower, slower, slowest. Come back to pause. Come back to mountain. Hands alongside. Knees unlocked. Toes relaxed. Tailbone tuck for some. Extension crown. Shoulders up, back, down. Feel it again. Solid. Steady. Strong and still. Feel it. The mountain. Final breath here. Final breath here. We move into leg stretch, finding the seat of the chair and bringing the hands there. Knees are soft. We fold from the hips and stretch those legs. That's all. This is all about the leg stretch. But these power muscles attach at the bottom of the pelvis, and they do affect the spine. So we want to keep them strong and toned. Stretch and strengthen. Feel the breath. Final breath. Now it's hips back and down, back and down, back and down. Fingers touch the chair or lift away. It's a stay. Feel it in the hips. Feel it in the low back. Strengthener. Final breath here. Return to the stretch. Feel the breath is heavier. That was work. Stretching the legs. Keeping the balance of strength and stretch in those power hamstring muscles, and they do affect the back. We're preparing for our next stay in that posture called the chair Utkatasana, which also is a squat. Hips back and down, back and down, back and down. Fingers touch or lift away and stay. Feel it in the legs and hips. Feel it in the back. Final breath. Finish with the stretch. Feel the breath is heavier. That was work. Go ahead and let that breath be heavy. It's catching up. Stretching the legs. Stretching the legs. Finishing that leg stretch. We'll release and stand. Prepare for the side stretch of the back. So we bring the chair to the side and bring the legs wide. Chair to the side, legs are wide. Knees are soft. So the hand can slide. Let's bring up the outside arm. Slide that arm up and over. Slide the hand down. Feel the ribs stretch. Side of the back. Come back up. Bring the hand behind the head. Make sure the knees are unlocked. Elbow, tip it up, tip it back. Slide hand down. Keep the elbow pushing back. Feel the stretch to the side of the back. Final breath here. Come back up. Release the arm. Turn the chair around or turn around. Other side. Legs are wide. Chair to the side. Hand can slide. Knees unlock. Outside arm. Slide hand down. Slide arm up and over. Feel ribs stretch. Come on back. Hand behind the head. Knees unlock. Elbow up. Elbow tips back. Slide hand down, deepening the stretch. Keep the knees soft. Final breath. Come back up. Release the arm. Release the legs. Balance challenge. Chair to the one side. Foot in front, foot behind. Challenge the balance. The wobbles are the corrections. The corrections of the body stabilizing itself. Let's have a final breath here and release and release. Other set, foot in front, foot behind. Holding focus, where the mind goes, the body will follow. Challenge the balance. Feel the wobbles. Feel the corrections. Stabilizing. 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 And release and release. So now let's see where we're going from here. Chair to the side. Hand can rest. Front foot forward. Outside foot back and wide. So in this one, we're going to bring the hand up, the elbow is alongside. Let's check out the alignment. When the knee is bent, you can see the toes over the knee. Okay. Now, elbow. So pull the elbow back, bend the knee. The back is in contract. Straighten the leg, push. The back is in stretch. Pull, contract, push, stretch. Pull, contract, push, stretch. Pull, contract, push, stretch. Pull, contract, push, stretch. Pull, contract, stay. Holding that contraction in the back. This is a strengthener. Final breath. Push, stay, stretch, 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 stretch it. Bring that hand to the forward leg. Fold over. Feel stretch in the back. Stretch in the leg. It's a resting place. It's a counter pose. Final breath here. Come back up. Bring the legs back. Bring the feet to parallel. So this one, we're going to also strengthen the back. We're going to bring the shoulders forward in space. This makes the back work. So let's soften the knees. Bring the hand to rest at the waist. Lean back and feel that curve at the waist. Keep the curve, keep the knees bent. Bring the shoulders forward in space. Keep the curve. Only come forward as much as you can to keep the curve. When you're there, stay. The shoulders are doing the work. The back is doing the work. The hand that's on the back, bring it out to salute and add work, add weight. Final breath here. Release the hand to the leg, round the back, stretch the back. Stretch the back. You've lost the curve. The whole back is in stretch. Now the hand that's on the leg, press the hand. Feel the shoulders lift. Feel the curve return. When you've got the curve there again, bring the hand back to salute, adding work, adding weight. Final breath here. Release the hand to the curve. Lift up, lean back, and release. And turn around or turn the chair around. Inside foot forward, outside foot wider and back. Alignment, toes visible over bent knee. So we're working the second side. Bring the elbow. Pull back, contract the back. Straighten the leg, push, stretch the back. Pull, contract, push, stretch. Pull, contract, push, stretch. Pull, contract, push, stretch. Pull, contract, push, stretch. Pull, contract, stay. So we're strengthening the back, contracting all along that shoulder blade as it pulls into the spine. Final breath, push, stretch. Stretch that same region. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Release the hand, fold over. The whole back moves into stretch. And it's an asymmetrical stretch, actually, from the hand up to the shoulder, across the back and down the leg. Okay, come back up. Bring the legs back to parallel. Bring the outside hand to rest at the waist. Lean back and feel the contraction around the waist, the curve. Soften the knees. Begin to bring the shoulders forward in space, adding work for the back. Shoulders forward in space. Keep that curve. If you go too low, you lose the curve. Find it again. Now bring that hand out to salute, adding weight, adding work for the back. We're preparing to release. Release the arm, round the whole spine. Feel the whole back stretch. Okay, the hands on the leg, press it, feel the shoulders lift, feel the curve return. Once you've got the shoulders lifted and the curve return and the knees stay soft, bring the hand back to adding work, adding weight, salute. This is strengthening the back. Final breath here. Release the hand to the curve, lift up, lean back, and release. Hold, stretch. Hands to the chair, step back, fold, relax. Fold, relax. Fold, relax. Soft knees, all stretch. Arms, shoulders, back. Low back, hips, and legs. Final breaths here. We'll come back up and step closer to the back of the chair, preparing for our series that lifts the legs. This is strengthener, strengthener, strengthener. Lean forward. We alternate sides. The lift of the leg is the strengthener. Lift it up, bring it down. Strengthen, release. 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 Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Stay, have a breath. Now we'll discover. Lift one leg an inch or two, stay and feel the work. The leg, the hip, and the low back. Okay, lift it higher, stay, feel the work. The leg, the hip, and the low back. Lift it the final time, feel the extra work. And bring it down and take a breath. Other side will be the same. We'll lift a bit and stay. Feel the work in the leg and the hip. Check out the low back as you lift again. Stay. Where's the work? These are strengtheners. Final lift and stay. Final breath. Bring it down. And once more, step back and fold. Soft knees. All stretch. All stretch. Arms, shoulders, back. Upper back, mid back, low back. Hips and legs. All in stretch. And the breath is free. But the breath is coming back to rest. Coming back to rest after all that work. There's your resilience. Final breath here. So we'll release and work with our other balance challenge, the one that says 1 foot in front or behind. Hold focus. Challenge balance. Feel wobbles, feel corrections. Stabilizing the body. So we'll release and release. Other set. Foot in front or behind. Hold focus. Recognize wobbles. Feel corrections. Feel the body stabilizing itself. Final breaths here. We'll release, and we will come to the chair and sit down. Come to the chair, sit down, fold forward, relax. Feel the breath. Breath settling after work. Body relaxing, feeling stretch. And so we balance out the strengthening and the stretching, keep everything tuned up. Final breaths here. So our series, we're folded down, we're sweeping the arms wide and up, and this is strengthening the back all along. So lift the arms down, press the hands up, peel the ribs up, strengthening the back and stretching down. Press up, peel up, strengthen. Release down, stretch. Press up, peel up, strengthen. Release down, stretch. Press up, peel up, strengthen. Release down, stretch. Press up, peel up, strengthen, stay. Pulse the hands. Pulse the hands. Pulse the hands, holding strength. Holding strength, holding strength, and down, down, and have a breath. Have another breath here. Once more, you press up, peel up, strengthen the back. Let it down, stretch the back. Press up, peel up, strengthen the back. Let it down, stretch the back. Press up, peel up, strengthen the back. Stay, pulse, 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 pulse. Final pulse and down, stay, stretch. Stay, stretch. We have our asymmetrical stretch to do. So when you're ready, press up, peel up, and bring one arm forward and lengthen. The back is in contract on the hand that's back and a stretch on the hand that's forward. Lengthen again and down, down, and have a breath. We'll check out the other set. We'll press up, peel up, bring other arm forward and lengthen. The front arm is in stretch, the back shoulder is in contract. Feel it. And down. Hands to the thighs. Relax the breath. Stay. Stay here and just enjoy the stretch and the forward bend. Relax. We stay a few breaths. Bring the body back to its resting place. Final breaths here. So come back up to sit. Moving into spinal twist. This says hand across, hand down behind, press the hand that's across and lengthen the spine, and then turn gradually and gently, deepening the twist. With each exhale breath, feel the outer rim of the back end stretch. Feel the inner rim of the back end contract. Release the head forward. Release hands, arms, shoulders, ribs, belly back to center. A breath. And the other way, hand across, hand down behind, press, lengthen spine. Gradually and gently, deepen your way into that twist. Outer rim of the back in stretch, inner rim of the back in contract. Come up into the neck. Feel the same. Now release the head forward, release the hands, release back to the center, and fold. And fold, relax. Feel the breath. So now we'll release and sit, prepare for eye movements. So get comfortable with the legs, the hips, the back. Let the hands come to rest. Close the eyes. Close the eyes. Now, in your imagination, picture the giant clock dial, the Big Ben. Open the eyes to the 12 and bring them to the 3, down to the 6, up for the 9, and back to the 12. Close the eyes. Have a breath. We'll go the other way. Picture the 12 and open again. Go. 9, 6, 3, and back to 12. Close the eyes. Have a breath. Next, we want to bring the eyes to a diagonal line of movement. So picture the clock dial and bring the eyes from the 10 down to the 4, a few. Let's pause, close center, relax the eyes. The other diagonal line will go from the 2 to the 8, a few. And we'll pause, close center, and relax the eyes. Our final eye movement is called focal point. So we extend the arm, extend the thumb. Our focal point is the tip of the nose. Look at the tip of the nose and feel it in the eyes. Focal point is the thumb. Look at the thumb. Stare at the thumb. Feel it in the eyes. Go far away and back to the thumb and back to the nose, exercising eye muscles. Let's pause, close center, and release. Release the arm. Again, check out that the back is comfortable because we're bringing the palms together. and rubbing the palms. We're rubbing the palms to build up heat. We're building up heat to cup the palms over the eyes and let the eyes relax. Relax the eyes, warm, dark, soft, relax. Now bring the fingertips to the bridge of the nose, the stroke out to the temples with a light touch. Light touch. Pause at temples. Draw fingers down to the jawline, then to the chin. Release the hands onto the legs with the palms open. Keep the eyes closed. Make sure your back is comfortable. Find your breath. Find the movement of the breath. Feel the breath. Find the breath, feel the breath, and on the exhale, draw the fingers gently in. On the inhale, stay. Release the breath, open the fingers. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Open on the exhale. Inhale, stay. It's exhale, close. Inhale, stay. Exhale, open. Release the movement, stay in the stillness. Feel the breath. Final breath here, lift the arms, open wide, pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day, and I thank you. See you next time.